You posted on X, you said the right's media apparatus is how the right teaches the followers how to think. And it's currently getting consumed by conspiracy, psychodrama, and tabloid conflicts. If left unchecked, it will turn the audience into the equivalent of a third world click farm. I can only presume what you're referencing there, but I'd love for you to kind of help me out with your mind. This does come, perhaps notably, a day after a meeting between Turning Point USA's chairman and chief executive Erica Kirk and podcaster Candace Owens.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. It's not by accident, and in fact, that is the hidden reference. And look, we have a big challenge, and I'll frame it this way. This is a technological question. In the past, there were media institutions, whether it was network news, then cable news, newspapers, magazines. There was an editorial function that, at its best, was able to find talent and then mold that talent, provide editorial guardrails for that talent, and then try to get towards the truth. The digital ecosystem is fundamentally different. And at its best, it allows a wider range of people to enter the discourse. It provides instantaneous speed so that a great story can travel faster than it's ever traveled. And it is a raucous arena where all of the competing ideas can come into conflict and then the public can make its mind up. The downside, though, is that you have essentially no editorial function. And in fact, the algorithms of social media seem to be rewarding baseless conspiracy theories, really ugly racial agitation, and then personal psychodrama. So it's very personality driven rather than ideas driven. And in the case of Candace Owens, I mean, she's putting out stuff that is just flatly insane. We shouldn't take it seriously. We shouldn't entertain notions that Egyptian planes and French intelligence and the Israeli Mossad and Turning Point insiders were engaged in a global conspiracy to assassinate Charlie Kirk. And this is becoming a problem because at one time, these ideas were relegated to fringe newsletters, ham radio broadcasts. But now this is, by some measurements, the most popular content on social media. This is it's not only wrong factually, but it actually degrades the public's ability to think critically and think intelligently about the issues in front of us.
Christmas break is coming up, and it's going to give me some time, even 2 weeks, to sit back and step back from the news cycle. I've committed myself over this Christmas break to doing a couple of things, some of them professional, meaning I want to think more globally, more broadly about my own content. I want to think more broadly, more globally about where I want it to go in the next year. And it's going to give me a chance also to think more globally and broadly about the content that others are producing, Chris. And I say that because I'll tell you that on my to-do list, for example, and I don't even know where to start, I don't know where to begin, but it is to listen to, I don't know, maybe the most popular episode of Candace Owens on maybe YouTube or podcast. And I tell you that because I've listened to nothing. I know nothing. I don't know what she's saying. To say it's nothing, Chris, isn't fair. And I know you're familiar with this. We live in a world that's very interesting when it comes to information consumption. The vast majority of people are on Instagram, TikTok, or possibly X. I say the word possibly because X is not quite as popular outside the media sphere as it is within the media sphere. TikTok and Instagram probably have the most influence with your casual, common American walking around out there, letting information scroll past them on a reel. And I think that everyone, all of us, including myself and you, have to walk through the world with a level of humility on what we actually know. So what I'm getting at, in a roundabout way, Chris, is this has happened to you, it's happened to me, and it happens on every story. First, you're clipped, then you are insincerely and inaccurately clipped. And I believe that we now live in the world of the post clip, the post inaccurate edited clip, where the framing is everything, right? So whoever puts the post up puts some text above it and tells you how you should think about what is in below video that you will not watch because you're going to scroll beyond it once I tell you how to feel about what you just saw. And the humility I'm offering you is that's the world that Candace Owens lives in for me right now. I haven't consumed her long form. I haven't consumed her even in that many clips, but I have consumed her in everyone else's framing of what it is she's saying. So I am purely ignorant of what she is saying.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are others, by the way. It's
Blessedly
not just
so.
Candace. Okay, and perhaps that is the case. And I'd be curious if you have. But I mean, this is all not to excuse Candace. This is all not to say that what she's saying is with legitimacy. It's also for me not to be the person, you can be the person if you've consumed it, to say that everything she is saying is illegitimate. What I'm getting at is it's so difficult for everyone. You, me, the average consumer. I'll tell you, and you know this because you said it in your answer there, she's incredibly popular. She's incredibly powerful. She's incredibly well consumed. And I often encounter people who will say to me, what do you think about it? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you because I have not consumed in any responsible manner what Candace is saying. And I just find that a real challenge for everyone, including not just the audience, but me. So I would ask you, not to try to justify, that's definitely not the goal here.
Sure.
But how do you do it? Have you consumed everything that she's saying? I mean, I know the way it's framed and it's spun, and it's wild, and it's crazy, and what you just said. But I'm just curious: have you done that? Have you consumed Candace?
Well, I think your idea is the correct one. Your idea is to say, hey, I don't pass judgment on clips because as it happened to you, it's happened to me. They can often be misleadingly framed or wrapped or contextualized. And so you say, hey, until I've actually done the homework, I don't feel confident issuing judgment. I think that's perfectly defensible and in fact, quite necessary. But I actually think what's happened with Candace, in some ways, surprisingly, is the opposite. I have, reported on this, and so therefore I did go back and listen to these full-length episodes. And my sense is that actually the full-length episodes are worse than the clips. So it's a reversal of expectations in that sense. And the full-length episodes don't acquit Candace Owens. And I mean, it's a lot of look, she's very charismatic, she's very entertaining, she's captivating to watch, she has a certain charisma, of course, but the actual content, I mean, is verging into kind of schizopolitics. And the conspiracy theory that she has built over a number of these episodes is totally laughable, totally impossible, totally deranged. And I just think that the idea that federal law enforcement, state law enforcement, French government, the Israeli government, the Egyptian government, all of these national entities are somehow involved in a conspiracy to kill a popular YouTube
The United
host.
States military.
Yeah, the U.S. I mean, it's like the whole deal. Like the whole world is in on this, and Candace Owens has uncovered this plot from her own basement by tracking the tail numbers off of airplanes departing from. It's like it. Look, you have to be open to evidence. You have to be open to skepticism, but your mind can be so open that your brain falls out. And the problem is not really Candace. Okay, fine. I don't care one way or the other. The problem is that this really degrades our ability to think and our ability to make sense of the world. And the fact is, from all appearances, the case against the alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, is very persuasive. They have video, DNA, the murder weapon, eyewitnesses, a written confession to his trans lover, and even his parents, who supposedly identified him and then turned him in. And so I think that story to me is persuasive, barring, pending other evidence to the contrary. And we want the point of the media, in my mind, is to teach people how to think rigorously, to present the facts in a substantive way, and to guide people towards good action in the world. And the problem with these conspiracy theories is that it creates this void where it creates a vacuum of trust, and it doesn't lead anywhere productive. And I think that justice for Charlie Kirk requires us to be pretty disciplined and to say, if this individual it committed the crime, it appears that he did based on the evidence we know, he should be held accountable. He should be imprisoned for life. He should perhaps face capital punishment, and then we should move from there. But again, I've done the homework, and in my opinion, it doesn't get better.